How's it everyone? Today I'm here with my WWE Extreme Rules 2016 pay-per-view. Of course, Extreme Rules wrapped up. And overall, like I say, coming out of the show, I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed this show. I thought it was a great pay-per-view overall. Just had a lot of fun. There wasn't really too many things that were that bad on the show. Just everything else is pretty much fun or great. So I honestly had a great time watching the pay-per-view. Thought it was a great pay-per-view overall. I see a lot of mixed reviews going around. I see a lot of people either enjoyed it or really did not like it at all. And just me personally, I'm one of the ones that enjoyed it. So that's just my opinion. Like I said, I enjoyed the show a lot, and yeah, I thought it was a great pay-per-view overall. Of course, where the main card started, we had the 1 hour kickoff show, which featured a segment with the Dudley Boys coming out. I know, pretty much talking about the new era going around, how they're still the baddest tag team on the planet, which led to Big Cass coming out, cutting a promo, and then taking them out. So pretty much a Raw segment that I guess they want to fit on the show to get Big Cass on there and whatnot. So it was a whatever little segment there. We had a Miz interview backstage, which led into a motivational speech, which was just fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, that was absolutely gold. I loved it every second of it. I just thought it was great. It was great. Miz and this gimmick is just, I love it. I'm not even sitting here and lie to you. I'm a fan of it. I like it. Especially with Maurice by his side. I think they're doing great things with them, so hopefully they keep it up. So yeah, great moment there with the Miz. Then we had a Q&A with Rusev and Lana, which was gold as well. Rusev just comedy gold, and whenever that guy talks and just goes off his mind, he's great. Absolutely loved Rusev, and great little backstage segment there. And of course, to go to the kickoff match, which was a no disqualification match, Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. Nothing significant here at all. It was a 5-minute match. They did not utilize a no DQ stipulation at all until the end, where Baron Corbin gave Dolph Ziggler a low blow, which was followed by end of days for the victory. So yeah, just 5-minute typical Raw match that it was really dumb that was no DQ, considering they didn't utilize the no DQ stipulation. But it is what it is. What can you say? But yeah, kickoff show was pretty much whatever. Besides the highlights of the Miz interview, the Rusev Q&A, everything else just blah. And then we go to the main show, which kicked off with the Tornado Tag Team match, the Usos versus Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows. This was a fun match, definitely a fun way to kick off the show. Probably the best Usos, Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows match they've had so far. Just a lot of fun. They definitely utilized the Tornado rules right from the get-go before the bell even started. They started brawling on the outside, quickly got in the ring, and then going at each other right there. Karl Anderson looked great. I've always been a huge fan of Karl Anderson since 2009, since I first saw him. And he proved it here. A lot of stiff jabs from Karl Anderson, just a lot of great maneuvers from him. Him and Gallows hit a great boot of doom on the outside when Gallows had him up, and Anderson jumped off the apron and gave him a kick, so the boot of doom right there. So that was a great spot, I thought. And then the match kind of slowed down, a little bit, and it kind of became like a handicap match. It was kind of like the Usos versus Luke Gallows for a little bit. Then, of course, Anderson got back involved. So it was a fun, hot way to kick up the show, I thought. Like I said, that was a fun tag team match. It was a little short, though. The match was about 8 minutes long. Could have gone a little bit longer, but it's still a fun match overall. Of course, Anderson and Gallows got the victory with the Magic Killer on one of the Usos for the 1, 2, 3. So Anderson and Gallows win. No complaint there. They should have won anyways. So, yeah, I like the show. Good way to kick up pay-per-view. Then we go into the United States Championship match. Kalisto versus Rusev. Another really good match here. Both guys mesh very well. It's kind of doubting how good this match would have been because, the match started off hot. Rusev just swatted the shit out of Kalisto, and Kalisto does his, does a corkscrew. Rusev just swatted the shit out of him. I thought that was great. And then the match kind of got kind of slow because it just started having, Rusev just put him in a bear hug for the longest time possible. And then, of course, Kalisto was able to reverse it. Into a sleeper. So I thought the match was going to kind of suffer from it because it got pretty slow, but it did not get slow at all. It actually picked up and became a really good match. Rusev just looked great. Kalisto looked strong. Rusev pretty much killed Kalisto. Kalisto top rope. Rusev threw Kalisto on to the apron on the outside, so pretty much it looked like it killed Kalisto because Kalisto was not moving and the referee was checking on him. I don't know if he was legitimately injured or they're just doing it for the match, but the referee was kind of telling Rusev, hey, you need to stop it. You need to stop, you need to back up, let him do his thing. And Rusev was just trying to get back on him, and the referee was, threatening disqualification. So I don't know if it was part of the match or if he was legit hurt, but I'm pretty sure we'll find it tomorrow on Raw. But Rusev not giving a shit, goes up, kicks him in the back, puts him in an accolade where it pretty much kills him. Rusev puts him in it, and Rusev sits all the way back. So pretty much Kalisto's back was breaking in half as we speak. Kalisto quickly taps out. So Rusev is your brand new United States champion. Very happy about that. Kalisto, I like Kalisto, but him as U.S. champion was just not working to me. He was shit as champion. Like I said, his matches were fun, like his pay-per-view matches, but besides that, he just was not working as U.S. champion to me. And Rusev's the guy that, fell off the top where he was at due to circumstances. He lost to John Cena last year, and he hasn't really recovered since then. And now he's finally getting the momentum and speed again. So hopefully he gets back to that position he once was 2 years ago. So great to see Rusev's U.S. champion. Happy about that. So hopefully we get a great run from him. Hopefully he does not lose it to John Cena on Memorial Day when he comes back. So if they do that, I'll be glad John Cena's U.S. champion again, so we get the Open Challenge again. But I'm not even started because then Rusev is going to go nowhere again. So that's why I don't want to see it happen. But if it does, it does. Whatever. Then after that, we had the WWE Tag Team Championship match, the New Day versus the Vaudevillains. Another fun match here, but my only complaint was this match was like 5 minutes long. But in that 5-minute period, they did get a lot of things in. Xavier Woods wrestled instead of Kofi in this match, and Xavier looked good. Big E, of course, killing himself as always, hitting that amazing spear through the ropes and pretty much killing himself on the outside. So Big E busted that out. You got a lot in that 5 minutes, and it was a fun match. The Vaudevillains almost won the tag team titles. I actually thought they were going to win when they hit the whirling dermish on Xavier, but Xavier kicked out. Kofi Kingston did get involved with ended up kicking Simon Gotch, which led to the ultimate ultimate pinfall, which led to the ultimate demise of the Vaudevillains, which was him getting. I believe they did the New Day finisher. I honestly forgot what the finish was. I'm just assuming that was the finish, was New Day hitting their finisher on Simon Gotch for the 1-2-3 victory. So New Day retains. Fun. It was a little 5-minute match, but in that 5 minutes they did get a lot of things in there. So very happy about that. New Day retains. So yeah, fun match there. And then we go on to the Fatal 4 match for the Intercontinental Championship. The Miz versus Cesaro versus Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Holy shit. Match of the year contender for WWE with no questions asked. This was a fantastic Fatal 4-way. Right from the get-go, Sami Zayn runs, gives Kevin Owens a haluva kick, and then Cesaro gives Miz an uppercut. So it's, Cesaro and Zayn going out for a little bit. But this match was just unreal how good it was. This was fantastic. All 4 men, A++. They gave it their all. Even The Miz looked fucking great in this match. I know a lot of people don't like The Miz. They think he sucks. But in this match, he looked amazing. Cesaro was by far the MVP of the match, though. He was in that ring, I would say, the entire time. I don't think there was one time in that match where Cesaro wasn't in the ring. You know how sometimes in Fatal 4 matches, they'll rotate guys where they'll have 2 guys in the ring at once, and one guy will leave and the other guy will come in. Cesaro never left the ring, I swear to you, and it was just a fantastic match. It was great back and forth action. There's so many near falls as well. I can't even explain how many great near falls there was where my heart was beating super fast, and it was a really intense match. Just guys hitting their finishers left and right as well. And each guy looked phenomenal. I can't get over how well each guy looked. Cesaro, like I said, was the MVP. He had some great tag team maneuvers as well. Well, not tag team maneuvers, but a guy would be holding one position and someone hit a maneuver. I think Cesaro was trying to put Miz in the swing or give him the swing, but Miz was holding the ropes, and Kevin Owens hit a bullfrog splash off the top rope on the Miz, which looked great. Just a lot of great back and forth action, a lot of great counters. This is such an intense, insanely good match. It's honestly, you have to see it to believe it. It's that good, and I really enjoyed it. Like I said, all 4 men looked great. Cesaro MVP. And Cesaro looked amazing. He took so many finishers and kept kicking out of them. He got popped up powerbomb, haluva kicked, skull crushing finale'd. He kept kicking out of all of them. That's what I like about this match as well, is that either everyone was kicking out of it or everyone kept breaking the pins up, because that's important. The Intercontinental Championship meant to all 4 men. And just kudos to every single one of them. I know I'm talking about this match for a while, but I can't even sit here and I can talk about it, but you have to see it to do justice. I can't put any words into it that will do the match justice. Go see it. Fantastic match. Like I said, match of the year contender. Match ends with just chaos going all around. Sami Zayn hit the haluva kick on Cesaro. Kevin Owens pulled Sami Zayn out, and Sami Zayn just, letting the rivalry get to him. Attacks Kevin Owens. Him and Owens are brawling the outside. Outside's happening. The Miz covers Cesaro for the 1-2-3 victory. So The Miz retains the Intercontinental Championship. I know a lot of people weren't really too happy about that, but then again, I think it's better off for The Miz to lose the title one-on-one to Cesaro, because Cesaro actually did make the Miz tap out in the match, but of course the referee was distracted, so wasn't counted for. So I'm pretty sure they'll do Cesaro and Miz again, maybe at Money in the Bank, in which Cesaro finally beats The Miz one-on-one. So just a fantastic match, and I can't put it over enough. It was fucking awesome match. But yeah, from there on we go to the Asylum match, Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho. This match sucked straight up. It was not fun. It went on way too long. It went almost 30 minutes, and it didn't need to. It should have been cut in half, because all this match was they got the weapons above the cage. They'd climb up, get a weapon, Jericho get a strap, hit him a few times, get something else. It was a very boring match. And, if the match would have had the psychology and if the bumps they were doing meant something, then I would have had a different outlook on it, but it just was not working that way. The crowd was disinterested. I mean, Dean Ambrose did an elbow drop off the top of the cage. Went off the top of the cage and did a elbow drop. No one cared. Because that's how disinterested everyone was in this match, and I just didn't enjoy it. Like I said, if the psychology and if what they were doing meant something, then I would have enjoyed it a lot more, because then the match has meaning. But what they were doing didn't have meaning. The last 5 or so minutes had meaning, though, so I will give props to the last couple minutes of the match. That's where it started getting good, and you can actually see where things started to matter. But like, besides that, it was just a boring, almost 30-minute match. I didn't enjoy it at all, and Jericho just needs to retire, because this match proved that he's done wrestling. He needs to retire. He's done. He doesn't have what it takes anymore, so Jericho just needs to retire. But yeah, Ambrose busts out the thumbtacks, puts the thumbtacks on there. Of course, they tease it a few times until Jericho goes for a code breaker. Ambrose catches him, throws him into the thumbtacks, hits Dirty Deeds for the 1-2-3 victory. So Dean Ambrose beats Chris Jericho. Jericho is just bleeding everywhere, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, the last 5 or so minutes was good. The story was there, but the other 20 prior minutes just boring and nothing to it. So whatever, it's unfortunate, but the Asylum match was, I guess the concept. I don't even know if they're going to go, whether they go with it in the future, because like I said, this match was just boring, so I don't know if this match would work again, but we'll see. Only time will tell. From there, I'm going to the submission match for the WWE Women's Championship, Charlotte versus Natalya. Another match that was just dull and didn't really mean anything. The crowd wasn't into it, I wasn't into it. It's just, we've seen this match so many times, and even though it may be good or may not, it's repetitive, and it's just, you're not interested in it because you've seen it so many times. And the match itself wasn't even that great anyways, to begin with, so I didn't, it's unfortunate because these two were known for having amazing matches together. Now they're just not having good matches at all against each other, so it's pretty sad how it's kind of declined match quality-wise, but just, and the ending was even worse. Like, I don't even know what's worse, the ending as payback or the ending here, because Ric Flair's music hits when Charlotte has a sharpshooter on. Natalya's like, oh, Flair's coming out, I won the match, like an idiot, even though he didn't come out yet, just his music played. And then you see the Ric Flair robe, and the person turns around, takes the hood off. It's Dana Brooke. What the fuck? So Dana Brooke, of course, walks up to the ring, distracts Natalya. Charlotte's able to lock in the figure 8. Natalya taps out. End the match. Flair comes out to celebrate with Charlotte and Dana Brooke. So I guess Charlotte and Dana Brooke are a thing now. So I guess since Emma's injured, they had to pair Dana Brooke with another blonde, being Charlotte this time. So I don't care to see the two paired, but I don't. The women's division is just not. I mean, I'm not trying to say this because I think she's my favorite woman wrestler on the roster, but unless Sasha Banks is champion or in the title scene, I don't think anyone honestly cares what's going on in the women's division. I don't mean that to sound rude, but it's just a fact, because everyone's always talking about where's Sasha, when she being champion, when she getting title shots, so that's just how I feel. But yeah, Charlotte retains, nothing special match. Yeah, so that match and this Ambrose Jericho match are the only two bad things about this show, in my opinion. And then we go to the main event, which was the Extreme Rules match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles. Match of the night, and probably, as right now, match of the year for WWE. Fantastic match. If you thought the Fatal 4 was good, this match is just as good as that match. These two men just absolutely killed each other. AJ Styles looked amazing. So did Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns held his own and looked great. They utilized the Extreme Rules stipulation. Both men, well, they didn't really utilize weapons, but they utilized, like, they can, pretty much do whatever they wanted. So they fought in the crowd for a good while, which led back to the ring. Roman Reigns hit a sick maneuver. He actually had the Razor's Edge, threw AJ up, and caught him to a Liger Bomb, and looked absolutely beautiful how he executed it. So Roman Reigns with an amazing spot there, doing the Razor's Edge into a Liger Bomb. The way Roman Reigns backdropped AJ through the announce table, and the air AJ got, and the way he landed straight on his ass, not even on his back, was just fantastic. Like, when AJ ran for it and Roman Reigns backdropped him, like, it looked like time froze for AJ in the air. Like, he just took his time going down. It looked beautiful. This match was war. These two killed each other. They both took each other to the limits and murdered each other whatsoever. AJ looked amazing. Reigns looked like Reigns. And AJ, how is he still alive? I don't know. Reigns was taking him and throwing him into the freaking, the electric board on the apron, into the electric board, through the freaking, onto the barricade. It was mayhem, and I absolutely loved every second of this main event. Like I said, a fucking awesome match, phenomenal main event here. Like I said, match of the year for WWE right now, I would say. When I say that, I don't include NXT matches, by the way, because I know someone will probably say, what about Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sami Zayn? That's the NXT match of the year. This is WWE's match of the year. So, just fantastic stuff. Of course, Anderson and Gallows and the Usos got involved, which led to a big mayhem going on. AJ AJ just going ballistic, taking everyone out, just hitting the Usos and Reigns with steel chairs, pretty much killing all three of them. And AJ almost won. You know, AJ hit the Styles Clash in the steel chair, and he was going to get the 3. He was going to get the 1, 2, 3, but before the referee counted, one of the Usos, fuck the Usos by the way, pulled AJ out of the ring. AJ clocks him, rolls back in the ring, pins Roman. Roman kicks out at 2 because he had that time to settle and rest while the Uso pulled, AJ out of the ring. So Usos and Reigns, how their faces, I don't know, they act like dicks. So yeah, be an asshole in your face in WWE. I don't understand their logic, but yeah, just great stuff. A phenomenal Superman punch when AJ went for the phenomenal forearm and Roman Reigns just jumped on him with a Superman punch. Just a crazy main event, and I can't put this over enough. The spots were insane, and they meant something. It was war. The best way to put this match was war. And of course, ending came. AJ Styles went for the phenomenal forearm one last time. Roman Reigns speared him. 1, 2, 3 victory. So Roman Reigns retains the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Like I said, just absolutely ballistic. They even, the pre-show set, where they did the panel, they even fought there, and AJ hit a phenomenal forearm off the set. So that just goes to show you how crazy this match was, and it was just absolutely nuts. And of course, after the match, of course, the big aftermatch, Roman Reigns in the ring celebrating, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, gets hit from behind, gets hit with a pedigree. Seth fucking Rollins has returned after, what, a 6-7 months hiatus from injury. Just absolutely awesome to see Seth Rollins back. Such a breath of fresh air. It's funny, too, because Seth Rollins, at this time last year, was on the show so many goddamn times, no one wanted to see him because he was always on, every, hour, it seemed like, and now everyone just begging and excited to see him back, and I am, too. I'm happy Seth Rollins is back. Him and Roman Reigns should be one hell of a match, of course. Every time they try a pay-per-view match, so one of them got injured versus Roman Night Champions, and of course last year Seth Rollins at Survivor Series. So hopefully this match actually goes through. Third time's a charm, they say, so hopefully it is with them. But yeah, Seth Rollins is back. Couldn't be more excited. Very, very excited to see him back. It's such a breath of fresh air to have him back as well, especially with the roster now with AJ Styles and the club here. You'd see, probably Rollins face them, or at least AJ in the future, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, very excited for Seth Rollins to be back. Like I said, Extreme Rules, I thought was a great pay-per-view. I had a lot of fun. You had 2 Match of the Year contenders, and had a very solid card for the most part. Like I said, only 2 matches I thought were bad and didn't really set well with me. But besides that, everything else was good, was fun. And I had one hell of a time watching this pay-per-view. Like I said, I thought it was a great pay-per-view overall, and I had a lot of fun. So yeah, next stop is Money in the Bank, one of the most exciting pay-per-views of the year, because I'm pretty sure everyone wants to know who's me, Mr. Money in the Bank, and probably the next world champion. So Money in the Bank, next pay-per-view, really excited about that. And yeah, that's it for my video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you guys like, leave your guys comments below with your thoughts on pay-per-view if you want. And until next time, I'll see you guys, and thank you guys for watching the video.